Oh, the chaos has already started.
Rage Against the Machine? Absolutely.
Damn it.
I've literally never had entrance music. I felt like a wrestler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would that be your exact wrestler entrance performance?
That would be it, but it would be more to the song.
Yes, and there would be a lot more oil.
Yes.
Slippery.
All right, see you guys.
And that has been it. Thank you. That's all we get.
I commit to. Oh. I was just gonna say I commit to all of Alex's bits.
Yes.
Let's see.
I got it.
Please hold.
I might have broke your.
That is the most Blitz thing I've ever heard.
I did break your mic. It's saying on.
We can share if we need to.
I'll just project.
Yes.
I was going to say, we can project, or we can also help you so you can save your voice.
I'm not sharing shit. Sorry, I broke it. In solidarity, I shall also... All right.
Are we just
Okay.
the entire panel?
Oh my God, they just whispered "fuck you" to me.
We're setting the
Holy
vibes
shit.
real good right now.
I'm sorry. You came here to answer your questions and to talk about this dignified fucking has-been. Why did they? We have Erica here and they made this a fucking has-been panel.
Yeah, what the hell?
Who made that choice?
I am never coming back.
I'm never coming.
We're not going to answer one question. We're going to do dual stand-up up here. Thank you. What's the deal with revolving? I don't do Jerry Seinfeld. Sorry. Okay. We have to go in 5 minutes. No, we don't.
No.
We don't.
No, we got a little bit of time.
All right, ask a question.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, my dear.
Hey.
Oh, it's too tall. Yeah, God, someone, come on.
Oh, I
Read
thought it
the
was gonna be
room.
you first.
When you have short people in the
I'll
line,
go in
you have to.
between.
Whatever. Oh my God.
And someone. Okay. Oh, that you could have bent that.
A true man of the people.
God damn you. Do everyone's fucking job around here. Okay. Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
my
Question.
dear.
Brandon Rogers, you do insane stunts for your videos. So my question for you and for Alex is, what's the most injured or hurt you've gotten doing a stunt for your acting?
I'm not even going to answer this because Alex Brightman does far more stunts than I do.
Thank you.
I've like sprained my ankle. I think Alex Brightman has come in half at one point. And it's
I did. We just talked about
we were
this.
just talking about this backstage.
I did a show on Broadway called Big Fish, and thank you. Yeah, and I in the show rode a unicycle, and successfully for the most part. But this story has a bad ending. I rode across the stage flawlessly, felt very good about myself, and then there was a holster where I put the thing because I have to run under the stage and all that stuff. A lot of moving parts. And that particular performance, I holstered the unicycle, which is a sentence I never thought I would say. And I took a step off the deck, and then the holster broke and fell off to the stage. But it made me, it's in a, there's a scene happening on stage, and I was like, oh no, and I looked back as I stepped off the deck, and then sort of tumbled down, just standing up, but like down a few stairs, and tried to recover it, and then ended up pulling 2 bones apart in my foot. I know.
We got a mixture of laughs.
So
and a lot of
I know that was really painful for me to hear too. And so I went down the stage. It's that thing where you walking down the street and you just kind of twist your ankle and you're like, ow, that hurts. And then 10 minutes later you kind of forget you did it, and then it's fine. So I thought that's what happened. I went downstairs, went to change, and then opened my shoe to put it on, and could not fit my foot in the shoe anymore. So yes, I know. You asked. I went to the foot guy, podiatrist, and they x-rayed me, they did all this stuff, and I'm sitting there at the doctor, and he says, so what happened is you pulled 2 bones apart, and your cartilage is now like, it's keeping them apart. And so you didn't break anything, which is kind of worse because it would have been easier to have broken it because it would be easier to fix. This is you have to wait, and it's gonna be at the minimum, about 8 weeks of like just total keeping your foot up and resting. Now, we had gotten our closing notice the day before that we were gonna close December 31st. and I broke my foot or I ruined my foot the next day, and 8 weeks later was around the middle of January. So I didn't finish my first original Broadway company. And then I tried to visit my friends, totally on crutches, pathetic looking, and my company manager came up to me, and I walked in the building, and I was like, I'm just here to hang with the people that I love to make me feel better. And he goes, well, actually, it's a liability to have you in the building since you don't work here anymore. So my foot was broken, and my heart.
Oh.
So other than that, I'm cool. Thank you.
Thank you for your sacrifice. Love you.
Totally.
I'm gonna have to talk him down from that memory all lunch, so thank you.
What is the deal with people not? Why am I Jerry Seinfeld? Why can't you lift that mic? I mean, thank you for your help, but and also cool costume.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. He did it. Okay.
Hi, my name is Silver. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
I think there's someone under the stage right now. I'm not even kidding.
Hello?
There's someone underneath me right now. I'm sorry. I just had to call that out.
That's so weird. I felt it too. All right.
Anyway,
Okay, they're dead now.
sorry.
Did you hear anything?
All right. I was just trying to buy you some time, my dear, but there is someone under this fucking stage.
What's up, Silver?
I'm just here to ask, from Hazbin Hotel, what is your favorite song? Because, of course, both of you have incredible singing voices and just speaking voices, too.
Thanks for clarifying.
And Brandon can talk really good, too. What's my favorite Hazbin song? I love the Happy Day in Hell. Yeah. And the one where the TV and the radio going at it. Oh, yeah. They're all good. They're all good. We have musical geniuses aboard this project, both writing and performing. And I don't know where that sentence was going to go.
Allow me. I defy you, and I mean this as a musical theater actor for the last many, many years. I think Happy Day in Hell is one of the best opening numbers to a musical ever. Because, and I'll tell you this, it's because I think an opening number is the hardest thing to do because you have to get on board with that, otherwise you will not like the rest of the show, truly. And so if you buy into that, then we've done a really good job. My favorite song changes all the time, but right now it's More Than Anything.
Yes! Oh. Man.
That's my favorite
With
song.
Gatsby himself, Jeremy Jordan.
Yes!
That one gets you right in the feels
Totally.
every time.
Totally.
Yes.
Bye, Silver.
Bye, thank you.
Silver and gold.
Hi, guys. My name is Rocky. I'm originally from New Jersey. My question is for Brandon. We've seen the show Pay Home. Oh, by the way, I was the Marissa Worst cosplay.
Oh, hello. You are the worst. Yeah.
My question is, we've seen the show pay homage to you in the past. Are there any one of your characters you'd like to see in either one of the shows?
As a writer of one of the shows, I try to keep my wants of what I want to see happen. I try and keep that kind of under wraps because I like to keep my personal, because if there's something I want in a show, it's probably going to happen because I have the ability to make that happen. That being said, yes, I would like to see them. I cannot say, but we've definitely have my universe and Viv's universe have definitely flirted. On my channel, I've had nods to her, and Helluva Boss, there are tons of nods to my characters from my world. But even one of Blitz's disguises is one of my characters,
Blah, yeah.
and so I think it's very likely to see some kind of cross-pollination there.
Very cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Doesn't light applause for that one. Doesn't, and I don't mean this to get.
I'm sorry. You fucked yourself with that one.
I want to say something, and I mean this, and this is not to get applause. Honestly, it will, but isn't Brandon's voice like a bit of ASMR to everybody else? It genuinely is to me. Every time I hear your voice, it's like, oh yeah.
That coming from you, that is a massive compliment because your voice is one of the. I don't know if it's ASMR as Fizz, but it is one of the most iconic. I could hear that with a garbage disposal on, and I'll be like, "That's Alex Brightman. I know it." That is. Unparalleled. Anyway, let's wipe our mouths off from blowing each other.
Yeah,
and get
okay.
back
What's
to
your question?
Hi, my name is Adrian. I'm here from Miami. My question to you was, for Brandon, I loved watching your old memes and like vines and stuff. What's your favorite character to play?
Oh, whatever character I'm doing at the moment. I mean, most parents can't decide that. If you ask them, oh, what's your favorite kid? And they have 2 or 3 of them. I mean, come on, that's easy. If you imagine having 30 or 40 kids, I don't fucking know. Whatever one I'm playing at the moment, seriously. Like, I love all my, when I'm playing a character, I'm 100% that person. You know, it's like in Split. He's not just kind of being the little kid. You know, he is religiously each one of those entities at a time. And when I choose to be a character, I definitely am not like, oh, I kind of only like this character a little bit, so let's just make this video with. I'm like, no, this could be the next one that goes viral. I don't know. And so each character I pour all my love into, and they're all a piece of my soul.
Thank you for the laughs.
My name is Madison. I'm from Parkland, and what's your favorite musical that you've ever watched?
God. Yeah, definitely. That'd be so narcissistic. Probably Beetlejuice. No, I honestly, if you haven't, oh, thank you. If you haven't seen or listened to this, I implore you to. It's a newer musical that I thought was just outstanding and did not get the accolades, or didn't get the length that it deserves yet, which is A Strange Loop. Yeah, see? And then from the response, here's what I love about that is now you get to go and look this up. A Strange Loop by the great, wonderful composer, and it's a fun name, Michael R. Jackson is his name. And he's just a marvelous, marvelous composer and storyteller. So A Strange Loop, it's on Spotify. It's a fabulous, weird, interesting musical, so go check that out. There's no need for applause after every. It's okay. Here's what you're all afraid of: a lull. It's okay. Lulls are okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Brendan, and hi, Alex. This is Tony from Jacksonville. I did see you at the signing.
Tony!
Alex. Hi.
Hey.
I have a question for both of you. So, as both Fizz and Blitz, what are your favorite lines to say, as well as Katie and Adam?
Sorry I fucked your husband. That is one of them for sure. And we're all royally fucked. Yes.
It changes like anything else, but right this moment, it's burger time, burger time, burger time. And then for Adam, it's got to be right now. It's don't shush me, bitch. or I just was reminded of this one. Heard you went to my manager. Blow, Karen.
Also, it's only fair, and I do understand if you cannot accept this, but I did give a bracelet and a perler to Alex, but I would love to give one to you, Brendan. I do have it right here. If you can accept it, if not, I understand.
Oh, you know, at my table, at the last panel we did, Richard and I both said yes, and people literally started throwing things at us.
I don't want to throw it at you. I want to respectfully give it to you, so I do have something for you, sir.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
hope it's not a disease.
Oh, do you want to see it?
The disease or the bracelet? I don't want to see the diseased
perler.
part of you. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's yeah. Well, my eyes are terrible. Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
That's nice.
And sorry about your disease, by the way.
I don't have one.
That's what they all say.
I love you both so much. Thank you. Enjoy Miami.
Thank you.
Those lines are fun and chaotic. How much of your dialogue is improv? Is it at all?
That's actually, I wanted to ask you that. A lot of mine is improvised, but I don't know.
I mean, less than you think of mine is improvised. We are asked to do like A, B, C, and sometimes D takes of each line to get it different, and that is a version of like vocal improv when it comes to operative words and tone. And usually around a D take, I tend to go off the beaten path a little bit. The most iconic one for me is when Fizz talks about Oz's huge penis, and refers to it as a kaiju. That was not in the script, and they just sort of let me run with it. And a lot of the sort of panic attack that Fizz has before Oz comes and calms him down was extremely emotional to do and hard, and a lot of that was kind of up to me to figure out how to kind of get in there. Because we don't have a lot of runway into these scenes. We're just doing the lines, which is, for me, a very tough thing to do, because in theater, you get a whole show to get there, and this is just not how we do it, and so we just have to do it. So the wonderful Richard Horvitz, he directs all, if not most, of all, right?
All, yeah. All.
And he's there, even when he's not where I am in New York, he's on my headphones, and he wonderfully and truly, like, committedly does the scenes with me. And that is, like, so helpful to have somebody on the other end of it to get you there. So yeah, it's less improv than you think, but a lot more like in the moment decision. Yeah.
Yeah, Richard's really good at keeping in context, you know, because all of every bit of acting I've done up until voice acting, you have the scene, you go back and forth with the lines, right? You read back and forth, A, B, A, B. With voice acting, you're just doing A. You're just doing your lines, so it helps to have someone there keep you within context. Remember, he'll say, Blitz just came in from, he came from climbing up this thing, so you're out of breath. Blitz just came from this party, so he's sad. He just did, so he's really, even though I wrote this stuff, it's months before we start recording it, so it's nice to have someone remind me, remember, you wrote yourself into this mood, so act like this in this scene. And yeah, and same for all the actors. He keeps it, when a lot of the time, yes, we're pouring our hearts and souls out into these roles, but Richard is in a lot of our performance as well. He's getting us to that point. Where we are the instrument, but Richard definitely does diddle us in certain directions that I think keep us within the context of the show, so you don't have, lots of film, a lot of movies and TV shows make this mistake where, like, someone was just crying, and then in the next scene, they're like, fine, they're saying the right lines, but they look like, a week later. So anyway, Richard, we cannot give him enough credit for that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Hi,
Hey.
I'm Sophia. I've been lucky enough to meet Brandon. I was the sorority girl that you met.
Oh yeah, the one that you guys can't have a house because here more than a certain amount of girls in one place is a whorehouse.
Yes.
Oh
it
my God, I
is.
can't believe. But the
You can have
guys
a
can do
house.
it.
Yup.
Because men don't fuck each other.
Apparently.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, my dear. Well, yes. Thank you for. I'm glad I didn't scare you off.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not. Like, you're hilarious. I love you.
Oh my word.
My question for both you guys is, like, I know you were talking about, like, theme songs before. I have to ask, what would your personal theme songs be, and what would they be for your characters in both shows?
For me and Blitz and Katie, I think I love the song "Born Bad" by the Gone Jackals. Every time I'm going to a recording session, mostly for Blitz, I blast that song. "Born Bad," Gone Jackals. I love it. 90s rock, really grungy, ripped jeans. That kind of that gets me going. Yeah.
Personal theme song was the circus one I did before. Fizz is only because of the voice that I get into. This is real. Is "Nothing But a Good Time" by Poison, which also just helps the gravel and, like, rock stuff and stuff like that to get my voice where it needs to be. For Adam, immediately the back. But for Adam, "Teenage Dream."
Oh my God.
But not that version. Barry White's version.
Okay. Thank you so
It's
much.
just kind of an unsatisfied. Okay.
No. It's hilarious. I love it. Thank you. Have a good
See,
one.
I thought you were gonna say Darren's version, who also sings an amazing song.
Yes,
in Hazbin.
Darren. Darren's in my phone. We met at an opening night, and we had a few too many drinks, and we got each other's numbers, and he put his number in my phone, and then as his name, as he put it in, I looked at the thing, and it says Darren Chris Poop, and I've never changed it.
Not the poop emoji, just poop.
Poop with about 8 O's. Yeah.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning,
Wonderful.
my
I
dear.
hope you've been enjoying your stay in Miami, Florida. I genuinely hope you will come back in the future because we love you all, and maybe kidnap your other fellow VAs to come back.
Hell yeah.
Ah.
Hell yeah.
They might even do it willingly.
I hope so. We want to
Tone down the humidity would be great, but yeah.
We're trying. Listen, it's not our fault. We're like literally close to the equator.
I feel like a raisin right now.
Okay, so my question to you, even though you love your characters that you perform so much, is there a particular quality that you dislike that if, let's say this is your friend, you would like want to strangle them for their dumb decisions or what they say?
No, I love Katie and Blitz exactly as they are. I think Blitz without flaws would be a pretty bland show. Let's talk this out, Stolas. Oh, you do? I do? Hey, let's do. Oh, we're all no conflict in the end, and the credits roll, and then we move on to another show. Now, Blitz, especially Blitz, he's so much, there's so much of me in him. So to say, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, that's just me airing out my own laundry in front of y'all. So
So trauma dumping?
No, I'm not going to trauma dump. I'm not one of those. But
One of those.
But I know I'm not going to change anything about him. I love him. I'd say keep doing you.
Here's the short answer about Adam. Is when you play a bad guy, the best advice I ever got was to play him like a good guy. Like he is right. He's always right. Like the bad guys believe what they're doing is right. I wish if I was friends with him, I would be like, hey, cool it with like the C word maybe. But everything else feels pretty valid. No, it doesn't. No, but I think if I was his friend, I'd be like, hey, like maybe in private, but like not on a subway or something. I don't like collateral damage in a group situation where I have to go, sorry about him, which is truly who I am in real life. I always am the one that's like, they didn't mean that, But yeah, the C word maybe could go away.
I love your answers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No. Let's see what it feels like to have a lull. No, I prefer the applause.
Hello, I'm Shadow, and I luckily met Brandon Rogers yesterday.
Did you have a good time?
Yes. And I was glad that I got the autograph from you. Thank you for my brother. My question is, if Blitz, Katie Killjoy, Adam, and Sir Pentious all had a favorite Disney movie, what would it be?
Like their
collective favorite?
Yeah, it's like all of their favorite?
No. Like individually, like what would be Katie Killjoy's, what would be Blitz, what would be Sir Pentious, and what would be Adam's favorite Disney movie?
You just added a person.
No.
Sure.
No, Katie Killjoy, Sir Pentious.
No, we heard you.
I think Katie Killjoy is more of a DreamWorks girl.
Okay, well, what's her favorite then from DreamWorks?
I don't know. The one where they fuck each other and they... I don't
that one, that's Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast, yes. Yes, the bestiality one. And Blitz would probably, he likes, what's the Rocky Horror?
Adam loves The Princess and the Frog. Because it's cool to think about bestiality. And then Fizz is probably Wally.
Yes!
That was the right answer. Did you see?
Yes.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Thank you. I'm also here for my brother, so happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday,
Shout out
brother.
to the nameless brother.
Oh, brother.
Hello, my name is Jester.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
My question is for both Brandon and Alex.
Those are the literal two people up here that
I know, but like,
are on the show. Yeah.
For Brandon, what was your impression of Fizz when the character was first created, and the same thing for Alex, except with Blitz?
Well, I was gonna say I played a clown with robotic arms a long time ago, and when I saw Fizz, I was like, oh yeah, this is what I wish I could have done if it wasn't live action. Fizz, I think, is a cool character. I was kind of like, damn, I wish I played him. But yeah, I love a robotic clown with pervert friends.
Were you asking my first impressions about Blitz or Fizz?
Your first impressions about Blitz.
I first saw any version of Blitz when I was asked if I'd be interested in auditioning for Helluva Boss, and I watched the pilot, and I was so enamored, again, with the voice in general, but also the way it's written is so bold and so interesting and so unflinching. It took me half of the pilot to go, not only do I want to audition for this, but can you just offer this shit to me? Because I want to be here. I want to be with these people. So my first impression was I fell deeply in love with Blitz.
All right. Thank you.
This is the first time I've heard this.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's true.
Hi. So my question is, like, how did you guys get, like, what inspired you to, like, start acting and voice acting? And what would be your word of advice to people who want to get into acting or voice acting?
Money was a really big. No, literally, I don't know. I feel like you and I might have had similar stories. Viv just contacted my people and was just like, "Hey, there's a role that I'm considering." Well, actually, no, mine was offered to me because I think she wanted specifically. I don't know if she wanted a character like me or someone who sounded like me, but I think she saw my YouTube channel. I did a show at the time called Blame the Hero, and she saw that, and she liked the fact that it could be that I wrote for it and I acted in it. So she was looking for someone who could be the lead actor of a series and I guess help her write the show. So she came to me, and she had 3 show options, and one of them was Helluva Boss, and she's like, "Which one do you think is Helluva Boss," I remember, was the only workplace comedy of the 3, and it was the only one that had this kind of slapstick Looney Tunes, like, we can go up on Earth and go and get a wacky mission, and that was originally the concept. It was more of a Roadrunner type, like, repeated setup every time, and they go to Earth and they have a new mission. But then we kind of really fell in love with these characters as we were writing the first episode, and we realized, oh, there's a very, very thick, strong dynamic between them here, and at the time she'd already Hazbin Hotel was already the track on the tracks and going fast, and we thought to ourselves, well, Hazbin Hotel is a show that, and I know you'd asked about the voice acting. I just have to say this because I never talk about it. But Hazbin Hotel was a show that was like big stakes, right? And like very, it's war. It's about war, and it's about like survival and society. And Helluva Boss is about interpersonal, like these very close relationships. It's kind of low stakes when you think about it, but they feel so much bigger because we spend so much time on these relationships. So I liked that. I liked that it's a spin-off show technically, but it is its own show in the sense that it's about something entirely different thematically. So yeah, she came to me, offered me the show. I liked Helluva out of the 3. And I just said yes. It was I think it was within a day I was Blitz. So, anyways,
I'll answer part 2 just with the acting advice is 2 things. One, you have to love it, all caps, because it is such a heartbreaking business. It's a fun thing to do as a hobby, but if it becomes your job, it is a heartbreaking thing to audition for 15,000 things and maybe get none. Not even none apart, not a callback, which I have friends in that position. I'm 37 years old. I went to college with these people, and still not a callback. And they're still doing because they love it. So that's number 1. If you don't love it in the way that you want to really risk being not paid for a long time at a full-time job that you're doing, which is acting, you just do it as a hobby. You know what I mean? Like, that is the wonderful thing about it. And the other thing is, you can't like acting. You can't like your way into getting jobs. You have to pursue it. So people what are the biggest tips about doing it? It's different for everybody, but the main thing is you have to actually singularly pursue your own version of it. Take an acting class, take an improv class. There's free ones on YouTube you can watch. Read a play, write a play. When I ask somebody what their favorite musical is, and they say Beetlejuice and Mean Girls, and I ask them about 3 or 4 different musicals from the 90s, which is not that long ago, it's a long time ago, and they can't know any of them, that's a huge misstep. You should be the most educated thing about your thing. Do it all. It's a full-time job, so you have to pursue. You can't just go, I like it, someone cast me. Not how it works. Cool?
And also, I just want to say, adding on to the rejection part of that, rejection is something I wish someone told me going into this business. I've been rejected. 8 or 9 roles this year I've auditioned for, and I haven't gotten. So it's and I see people bigger than me, much bigger than me. They don't get roles constantly, all the time. And so it is to get in, to be successful. It's very rare that you're not sitting on a mountain of no's. On any kind of a hill here. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to add that. Rejection is
Totally
something
true.
we thrive on.
Yep, it's totally true. Yeah, good luck.
Have a
Break a
good
leg.
day.
Yeah, break a leg.
Hello, Blitzy.
Oh, fuck.
Yes,
What do you
it's
want?
me, Blitzy.
All I see is a fucking cloaca looking back at me.
All right, so first off, I really love all of the voices you guys do. Like, genuinely, I really love Blitz and Fizzy in particular. And I just have a question for both of you. What are your opinions on Ozzy and Valentino from both Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel?
They're big. They're tall. Aren't they? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Very big. I can say, and I think all of you will agree, like it just became one of my most favorite relationships to watch and do, but also it's because James, who plays Ozzy, were any of you there when I FaceTimed him? It was really fun. I have known him quite literally since I was around 11 years old. I've known James. We're from the Bay Area. And we've done, I mean, we never did theater together. He was like in a different sort of caliber. He was like way more successful. I was 10. He did a show with my brother when he was 8 years old. And so we've known him and around him. So to have an actual like loving relationship with him, it doesn't get any better than that. So I was just like so happy and I love it. I love him. I love what he does with it. And it's so easy to like fall in love with him all the time. So that's like, I love it. I don't really care for, who was the other one?
Valentino.
I mean, Joel's cool, but what a fucking asshole, right?
Oh, I love Joel.
So do I.
Yeah, and also sometimes I'll just start talking, and I don't know where I'm gonna go with it. So you have to cut me off. So
meaning circumcise him.
Yeah. This skin's been bothering me for ages. I should come take it off.
Blitzy, no.
Thanks, dude.
All right, have a good day.
All right.
Very good. It's okay. It's okay.
I've written 3 songs.
Let's hear them all right now.
No, I can only sing one because that's the only clean one I have, and I'm only 12, so I don't think I want to curse in front of an entire audience.
Careful. Thank you for not doing that. Nice.
Would you recommend me being a musical artist?
I've never heard you sing.
Oh my God. Okay.
So no at the moment,
Okay.
but pursue your dreams.
I will.
Let's hear one note. Just sing something.
Okay. Let me think.
I'm gonna be the Paula Abdul. So no matter what you do, I'm gonna be nice.
Sometimes I hate you. Sometimes I wish you never left. Constantly chained to.
Stop. I mean that in a good way. For 12, great tone, great confidence. Just continue to work on it. Voice lessons, all that kind of stuff. Again, free ones on YouTube. You don't need to spend a lot of money at the top of this, right?
Yeah.
Work on it, sing, love it, but work on it. Judge yourself, criticize yourself a little bit.
I will.
I will. I do. No, wonderful, wonderful tone. Sure.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gigi.
Hi,
I met
Gigi.
Alex Brightman on the first day as Baggy, and
Yeah.
Brandon on the second day for my cousin Kiara, because she's a big fan of yours.
Oh.
I actually have a question for each one of you, if that's okay. One is for my cousin Kiara for Brandon, and the other one's for Alex, if that's okay.
Again, like we're the only 2 up here, so that makes sense.
So for Brandon, she asks, does he prefer on-stage performance or voice acting?
What about on camera? I like on camera. On stage, you can't edit, and voice acting, I have to be naked. Well, because clothes make sounds, you guys, grow up. So, yes, we do it naked, and if you can tell when we're not taped because you'll hear like extra claps here and there. But come on, guys, grow up. I like being on camera because I get to wear regular clothes. I don't have to be on a fucking stage, and I like to edit myself because that's the part of the job that I could do stoned.
And for Alex Brightman, how does it feel like to play Adam, the first man to ever exist?
It feels great because it's all the stuff that anyone truly wants to say outside. but I would be fucking crucified if I said any of that outside of a booth. And I'm so happy to be able to let that out, like a little exorcism, no pun intended, but it's true. It's like, that is one of the most fun things to do. All of the characters I love, but like Adam is the one where I feel like I could give an homage to all the fucking douchebags that beat me up in high school. And I salute them for giving me all that fuel.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. It was nice meeting y'all.
Same.
We've mentioned quite a bit about the variety of characters you both have played in these shows. Was it Viv just being like, hey, there's these extra characters, do you want to do it? Or were you like, I would like to try that one?
Well, here's the thing. I just realized this, actually, because I looked it up. I was so curious. I auditioned for every single role in Hazbin Hotel. Every single one. There are clips of me. I have clips. I have MP3s and there's like 8 or 9 of them of everyone. I auditioned for Vox. I auditioned for Alistair. I auditioned for all of them. And so it wasn't about like, I've never been able to be choosy. So I certainly didn't get to go, I'd like to do this one and this one. Viv said, we are considering you for both. And then it was like, wouldn't it be cool if you did both? And I already had some street cred with her with Helluva Boss. So it wasn't about choosing for me. It was about like, they chose me. And I was very, very happy. So no, it's not, a lot of us, it's not one of those like, I'd like to do this next. It's really not how that works. It's just nice to be invited back and back. So yeah, no, it wasn't a choice. It was a beautiful, beautiful offer though.
Honestly, when the pilot came out, I didn't know Viv at the time when she was making the Hazbin pilot, and but I could tell when it came out, I was like, there's a character in this that's very similar to a character that I play, and when the show got picked up by Amazon, you know, the recasting happened, and I didn't say anything to Viv, but I knew that Katie, like, I knew that she was clearly modeled after Bryce Tank. Even the breaking the neck and all that stuff, I'm like, that's Bryce. I didn't say anything, but I'm watching her recast all these roles, and I'm like, okay, good. She still hasn't recast Katie. Who is she gonna give Katie to? And I remember one day we were just hanging out in her living room, and we're just watching, I think, Smiling Friends or some shit, and just hanging out. And she just looks over to me really casually, like from her couch. She just looks over at me. She's like, I meant to ask, would you want to play Katie Killjoy? And I was just like, yes, thank God. I remember I stood up and I was jumping. I was like, I was hoping you would ask me to play this character. And immediately, I just knew the voice. I knew everything. I mean, yeah, she's like Bryce with a showbiz career. So she's a little bit higher in the way she talks. You can hear how she's smiling. But yeah, beyond that, I felt very, very in my own heels when I was at that booth. I was like, oh, great, Bryce gets to live on in an animated version now. So, yeah, it was the only character I wanted to play, and I'm really, really, really happy and honored that I got the role. So, yeah. Is there anything else?
Hi.
Oh, it's a different one. I'm so sorry. I can't see anything, and I thought you were the same person.
No. Hi, I'm Isabella.
Hi.
I have a question for the both of you. What are your personal theories or headcanons for the characters that you guys play?
I have none.
Oh, okay.
I mean it. I have none. It's not something I think about, actually, honestly. I like the scripts. I like the story. I don't have, and I don't say this as like to deter you from, I think it's wonderful. I love hearing the theories. When I get out of doing it, it's not something I constantly think about. And that's healthy for me to do, because it would, not just because they're crazy characters, but it's because life is also important to me, and my life does not revolve around these shows.
Yeah.
It's a really fun job, but it is a job, you know, and it's the best job you can get, but I don't have one. I just wanted to make sure rather than saying no, that's why. Brandon?
Well, what's my headcanon? You know, I'm a writer for one of these shows, so my headcanon is canon.
True.
So, and the other one, what's my headcanon for? Katie is in much better hands than if I was right. I mean, honestly, I don't know about you. I wrapped season 2, and I've fucking all that Amazon's letting me say is that I play Katie Killjoy. But I can tell you, I outside of that, I think she's in very good hands in season 2. I really like what they've done with her story-wise. And yeah, so the show's canon is my canon for Hazbin, but especially for Helluva Boss. I write anything I want to have in existence on that show. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe.
Stay safe? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? This is Florida, bitch. Don't joke about that shit.
Hi guys, it's Nye. If you remember me, I was the one with the really big orange and black dress.
Very hard to forget.
I have two questions. My first question is, so do you feel like for each show, for Hazbin and for Hella, do you have like a different feeling when you do those characters? I know they're very different characters, but does it feel the same considering the work ethic that you put into them?
I was zoning out. I'm
I got it.
sorry.
I got it. I got it.
I'm so
I got it. I
sorry.
got it. Interestingly, it's funny you asked that. I've never thought about that for a second, but I actually never think about Helluva Boss as a musical, honestly. I know that has musical numbers in it, but I feel like the acting portion of that show is much less musical than it is like television.
Yeah.
And I find that Hazbin Hotel like functions for me more like a musical, obviously, because it truly is one, you know, the way it tells a story. I've never thought about that, but they feel like two actually different mediums. So yeah, I do think it's like you turn on one and turn on the other.
Yeah.
But that's I've never thought about that. Thanks.
I don't remember the question, but I will say, in Hazbin Hotel, they just start singing. The music comes out of God knows where. In Helluva, at least for the most part, the music comes from a radio or from a thing. Actually, no. I'll see him when I see him tonight. That's the first song I think in Helluva where there wasn't where just music came out of nowhere. I don't remember what the question was.
No, that was
Was that it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a
okay.
great
question.
answer.
Yeah, that was a great answer.
And that's what I.
And then my second question, musical theater kid to musical theater kid, what is your favorite acting warm-up and vocal warm-up before you go?
Yeah.
Great question.
I know.
I just started seeing Erica Lindbeck's larynginalist and whatever the fuck they're called. And they just taught me a cool trick with that. And I'm sure a lot of people here probably already know it. I guess this is pretty common, but the straw in the water, and you blow, because I guess the back pressure with the water, the bubbles in the cup, and you just slowly go through all your range of your voice, and for like 3 minutes or so, something like that.
And the goal is not to blow the bubbles over the cup. Yeah, so it's about control.
Yeah.
There is a device actually called a sing straw. That's a metal straw that keeps your voice very focused and in the chamber rather than it being flattened out like this, because it's much more dangerous to do that with your voice. It's all about health. So yeah, it's the same idea. And I think that's a really clever one. And it's just singing through a regular straw and keeping it really consistent and in your voice, I think is like it's certainly one of the most effective ones.
That's what I do, and I have to record in the morning because your voice changes from all throughout the day, and that warm up helps my 10 a.m. voice sound like my 5 p.m. voice.
Yeah.
Real fast.
As singers, like you have to. Yep. You know. You do. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Do you try to warm up before every session?
I do. I also sing along to like heavy metal or like just really aggressive music on the way to a shoot. Just getting myself, because I find like after these panels or after these conventions, like right at 7 p.m. when I leave, I'm like my voice is like I'm buttered up and I'm ready. I try to get my voice to that before every shoot, and I probably don't do it in the best way, but I find just getting and you just get all that phlegm and all that shit out of your fucking throat, and then I definitely warm up like that.
I have to. I mean, it's like a musical theater thing. It's just like I have a very strict, like really religious, like warming up thing because it's about consistency. If you do Fizz, one way and then another episode sounds like something else, and it's about as hard as possible trying to be consistent. So warming up in the same exact way helps that. So, and that's just a thing you learn over the course of a long musical theater career is that it really just helps. Consistency helps. Yeah.
Hi. So you two play siblings in Helluva Boss, and they don't have the best relationship. It's a work in progress. But how does your relationship in real life kind of affect how you go into playing siblings?
We are definitely siblings. We keep it in the theater. How far do we take it? What?
Like, how does your
How does our offstage
how does your
thing-
dynamic as friends affect how you play the role and just how you go into the line?
Well, I think there are weird parallels with it. Like we're both people that are in showbiz. We're about the same age. We have we have a weird will they won't they, and I don't know. I find myself like in many ways it does feel like you're a brother to me in the way that like we are all of a sudden family. Like almost always we have Richard Horvitz with us. And we have Erica's with us. It does feel like we are siblings in this united situation of like, okay, we're all in the show. We have an audience that watches us. It is like, you know, we're bonded in this way. You know, we have this common situation between us. But yeah, between Alex and I've over the past few months, it's been fun going to conventions with you.
I was gonna say, it's sort of it's brand new in a weird way, even though it's been a few years. It's still like a brand new friendship because we were cast. We didn't like all come together and do the show. So it's been really fun to do these, especially because traveling, you know, you make conversation. But I think we have a very similar sense of humor, and we make each other laugh off here, like not for you either. You know what I mean? So it's been nice. But it's still a budding, beautiful friendship. But yeah, it's really nice to have that, especially when we have to have this relationship without each other in the room.
And doing what we do is such a unique thing. Like when we walk off the stage or go back to the hotel, it's nice to just look to someone and be like, "Oh, how was your day?" Like to relate to someone, because not many people do this, and so it is nice to have someone who's also doing it that can kind of relate to what you're going through.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you.
Sure.
Hello. My name's Sora. I actually met both of you.
For you. I remember how I wrote your name too.
I met both of you. I think Alex Brightman, if he remembers, I was the one who told you the big gay mess story.
Oh yeah. That's you. That's your name now, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's their name now. By the way, if you ever see them out on the floor, just hey, big gay mess over there. Yeah. That's coming from them, not me, by the way.
So just to reiterate, Brendan knows, me and my boyfriend were at Disney and exhausted because we went to a cosplay thing and it was like 1 a.m.
And then you moved to the end of the story and?
I thought he said, instead of, basically I thought he said big gay mess, look at the moon. And instead of questioning why he called me that, I just responded.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's my name now.
That's
And
how
you
nicknames form.
Confirmed it.
Yeah.
So I have a question for both of you, as Fizz and as Blitz. What would Blitz and Fizz personally like call a black cat that they adopted?
What the fuck? By the way, my listening face looks like judgmental face. I just realized that. I was like, but I was trying to listen.
I like Pubert.
Pubert?
I like Humphrey.
Humphrey?
Yeah.
Thank you, because not to trauma dump, but
Oh boy.
I lost my cat right before the con, and I really
I'm
wanted
not
to
smiling because I'm thinking it's funny. I'm just
I
it's,
know.
it's
Am I
just so
smiling?
weird, and I'm trying. Yeah, it's a hard thing to not.
I don't know what's
find
on my
the
face.
odd.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for all of our loss.
It's okay. But basically, I've been asking the voice actors that I wanted to talk to what their names might be, because I'm planning on
Pubert
adopting
or pervert.
Yeah. Humphrey.
But yeah, I'm planning to adopt again, of course.
Well, good. Hope this one lives a long time.
Thank you.
And I hope the other one that got away lives a long time.
Died.
It died.
Hey, well, I guess that's a version of getting away. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is a world is a tough place. All right, thank you.
If we can't laugh at it, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, speaking of cats, is Husk a cat?
Sure.
Okay.
I didn't fucking write it.
That looks like a black cat. I'm not trying. I'm just saying what I see.
Go on.
Hi, my name is Amara, and I had a question for both of you.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't have eyes. I was just saying that because Husk is a black cat. I'm so sorry. I literally can't see past 10 feet. I could just tell you're Husk.
That was the best thing in the world. Go on.
But I wanted to ask if either of you had a favorite character in Hazbin or Helluva Boss that wasn't the character that you voiced.
Oh, what's your boyfriend's Ozzy? He has one of the coolest designs I've ever seen. He's got the other two faces. I wish I was, yeah. When I saw that character, I was like, fuck. I wish I could have voiced him.
Big fan of Frank the Egg Boy.
Also, I'm cheating a little bit here, but for Brandon, do you think that Katie Killjoy and Bryce Tankthrust would be friends, or are they like the same person in alternate universes?
Ooh.
Oh. Well, I think the first one you said, because Bryce Tankthrust is a brunette with small tits, and Katie Killjoy is opposite of that.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Hey, I'm Kenneth. I met Brandon yesterday, and I'm not sure if you remember, but you said my boyfriend's name sounds like a private part.
Well, now we need to know what it is.
Yeah, remind me the name.
Zombra.
Yeah, see? Stop touching my Zombra, dude. You know?
And I have two questions. One of them was asked on the behalf of one of my friends.
Or sorry I fucked your Zombra. See, it's like, oh, you got into the Zombra. Sorry. Oh, sorry, yes, what's the question?
Okay, so the first one is, if you woke up as yourself but as a child, what would be the first thing you would do differently than you did when?
Oh, I'd run into traffic. Yeah, you know. Now I'm too big, now I might survive it, but at least as a kid, I know. Splat, water balloon.
I would try, this is gonna seem too heartfelt, I would try to be a little nicer to my friends and family. Yeah, I know, but it's actually a really big, an indictment on me, actually. So
Well, see, I would tell him what I wish I could have told him. I'm like,
Well, yeah, I would also tell him to save his money, by the way, if I came to them, save more money, which is a good thing for all of you, too.
I'd be like,
Not
yeah,
today,
I might
but
suck dick one day. Ha, you called it. Ha, ha, ha. That's what I would tell him.
All right, and the second question my friend asked, it's much more generic, is voice acting fun?
Yes.
Yes, we get to be naked.
Yes, we can be naked. It's so fun. Please report that back. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, hi, I'm Molly. I got to meet both of you yesterday.
I could use some Molly. How are you doing, my dear?
I was the one who asked you to draw the smiley face to get it tattooed.
And did you get it on your body forever?
I did,
You
yes.
did. Okay.
I'm gonna come to your booth
And I
later
drew it with a
I'll
little.
show you it.
I remember how I drew it too. It was a.
I know, it was really funny.
Ugh.
So my question is, if you were stranded on a deserted island with a character from Helluva Boss besides your own, who would you choose and why?
Oh, Katie Killjoy, because I always need to know what's happening.
Cherry Bomb, because I think she'd be a good time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Chaz. Brandon, I don't know if you remember, but I'm the Blitz that kind of coughed up the feather on your.
It was worth the bit. There was a Blitz that showed up with a Stolus, and then waited for a long time. Yeah, there's a Stolus, and waited for a long time, and then went and then coughed up these feathers. I was like, you were holding those. It was worth the bit.
Thank you.
I agree. I promote committing to the bit. I broke a mic for it earlier, so.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. So my question is, for both of you guys, I mean, obviously, yes, we established there's only you two. But what was your character?
You matter, too.
You two, yes.
You're good.
For your characters, what was your favorite outfits for Fizz and for Blitz in the shows?
Oh, my favorite. I love the leather with the spikes that he wears.
Yeah.
And also just his regular look, I think is awesome. Most of my clothes are torn and have shreds in it. All my jackets have holes in them, so I feel like that's a nod to what I actually wear. Yeah, I like his regular look.
Rainbow pants.
Yes, that's my favorite too. Yes, that's our favorite too.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's the right answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
And then I will say that this will need to be our last fan question. However, you are signing, so if you want more of this energy, you can go visit.
Hell yeah. And then after yours is all the rest of you, just ask it all at once, and we'll answer one of them. All right. Yes.
So I'm gonna get jumped at the end of this panel, right?
Good. Okay. Well, we have nothing to do with that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you might.
I gotta run.
That's your fault.
So my name is Marvin. It's so good to be here and ask you guys a question. So what was my question? Oh God.
Oh, good.
Oh no,
okay.
the person behind you is pulling out a knife.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh no. Thanks for the warning.
Yeah.
So I have a question for both of you, but to start with Brandon. So based off of things you've said at this panel, actually, do you think Blitz would be a stoner?
I think he is a stoner.
Okay.
I really do. I don't see a world where he doesn't like marijuana, but that's just me. You kill that many people, you have to get high. Yeah.
I just, the confirmation's nice. And then, and then for Alex, what do you think Fizz and Aussie's first date was? Like, where did they go?
Olive Garden.
That's where you fuck, because when you're there, you're family.
And they have, and on the Taste of Italy platter, you know what they have in actually the world of Helluva Boss is they have a dish called La Zambra. Yes! It all came together.
Thank you guys so much.
And then real quick, what is something that you both individually are working on? It can be something either professional or personal, a personal project that these lovely fans can maybe see next.
My sex life. Just kidding. I'm doing a show called Class Acts, and it is there are 6 episodes out of 8 on YouTube, so you can check out 6 of them, and we're working on the last 2 right now. It's a very funny show.
Yes. If anybody's in DC in September through October, I'm going to be doing a Shakespeare play at the Shakespeare Theater Company called The Comedy of Errors, and I think it's going to be a really fun version of it. So yeah, if you can make it, I'll see you there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Thank you. And I'm so sorry. I couldn't make eye contact with anyone who was talking. I literally can't see past my eyes are terrible.
And also the lights are very difficult. You all blend together beautifully, by the way, but still.
Thank you. Yes, I hope I made good eye contact with some of you at least.
And sincerely, this is not lost on us how cool this is. And as a genuine thing, like for all the jokes and stuff, thank you so much for 1, being kind, and 2, being like wonderfully loyal to like the beautifulness of this. So thank you.